Welcome to creating a marketplace requisition from a cart. When you have finished this lesson, you will be able to create a marketplace requisition, pull an assigned shopping cart into a requisition, change the official requester on the requisition, preview the approval chain for a requisition, and submit the requisition for approval. A requester creates a requisition from a cart for two reasons. A shopper assigns the cart to them, or they create a cart themselves. Most steps are essentially the same. However, two steps differ when you work as a requester with an assigned cart. First, you will receive an email like this one when another shopper's cart is assigned to you. You must then retrieve that cart from the marketplace. Second, you will need to change the requester's name on an assigned cart. I will explain these differences as they become relevant during the lesson. Let's begin. Once a shopper has placed items in a shopping cart in the Georgia First Marketplace and assigned the cart to you and you have received notification, you enter the PeopleSoft Financial's core system and select eProcurement in the menu. Then select Requisition. Now select the Georgia First Marketplace link so that you can create this requisition from a Georgia First Marketplace shopping cart. Once you are in the Georgia First Marketplace, there are two ways to see carts assigned to you. First, on the Home Shop page, the Action Items section will show whether you have pending action items. Second, if you go to the shopping cart icon and select the My Carts and Orders link, then View Draft Shopping Carts, you will see drafts assigned to me. If you have any carts assigned to you, you will see them here. If you select the link in the Action Items box, the system will bring you to this Draft Cards page. To begin reviewing the order, click on the shopping cart name. If you created your own cart, then this step is where you will begin creating your requisition. You can still edit the shopping cart by changing quantities, removing and adding line items, and updating contract information if necessary. When you are satisfied with your cart, click the Proceed to Checkout button. Here, you can perform a final review of the shopping cart. Then we'll pull the shopping cart into our requisition. Everything looks good, so we'll click the Issue Requisition button. Notice that we have left the Georgia First Marketplace and are on Step 3 of creating a requisition. Shopping cart items are listed here as requisition line items. The first step that we need to complete is to make sure that the correct requester's user ID is in the requester field. If you created the cart, then your name should be in this field. However, if you are creating a requisition from another shopper's cart, then that shopper's user ID should be in the requester's field. By doing so, the shopper's Ship To location and chart fields will be correct for each requisition line item. So I'll enter our shopper's ID of ITS Shopper 01. If you prefer, you can give this requisition a name. If you don't, the requisition ID will populate in the name field once you save the requisition. For this example, we'll leave the name blank. Notice that you cannot change the price of items or the vendor of an item pulled from the Georgia First Marketplace. We can click on a line item. We now have a warning saying that changing the requester will change other items as well. This is what we want, to tie this requisition to the original shopper. Simply click Yes to accept this message. Now we can click the accounting lines, and here we can see our chart fields. The account chart field here is derived from the category ID or NIGP code. This should not be changed. We'll click on the Chart Fields To tab. These chart fields come from the shopper that you listed as the requester. If you are listed as the requester, these will reflect your chart fields. Now let's talk about adding comments to your requisition. You can add them to a particular requisition line or to the entire requisition. Use the callout icon on each requisition line to add comments to an individual line. If the callout icon has lines in it, then a comment is already there. To review comments or add your own to a requisition line, click the callout icon. We'll just enter rec line comment as an example. Now we can indicate if we want these comments to be sent to the vendor, shown at time of receipt or shown on the voucher. We'll go ahead and select Show at Time of Receipt and click OK. Now, if you want to enter a comment for the entire requisition, you can use the section called Requisition Comments and Attachments. Here we'll enter requisition for shopper. And this time we'll choose Shown at Voucher. Once you have finished editing any requisition lines, you can save the requisition and preview the approval path. Now we'll click the Preview Approvals button. Review the approval path each requisition line will take. If you are satisfied with your requisition, close the Preview Approvals and click the Save and Submit button. As you can see, we have received a confirmation that our requisition has been submitted and that the status is now pending. It will be this way until it is fully approved. You can make note of the requisition ID in order to track its progress. You should now be able to create a marketplace requisition, pull an assigned shopping cart into a requisition, change the official requester on the requisition, preview the approval chain for a requisition, and submit the requisition for approval. This concludes this lesson on creating a Georgia First Marketplace requisition. Return to the ePro Georgia First Marketplace training page to access additional lessons. If you have further questions, please contact the ITS Help Desk at helpdesk@usg.edu. Thank you for attending.